Hi, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Eternal Heart Goddess. I am Ashley here to do your October monthly intuitive guidance. Okay. Um, this is, of course, going to be a timeless read. So whenever you find this reading, do trust at that time that the messages are for you and you are brought here for a purpose and a reason. Okay. So it doesn't matter when you view this, whether it's before October, because I'll be posting this. Today is September, I believe, 28th. Okay. Or whether you see this during the month of October or even any time after that, just know at that point in time, those messages will apply for you. Okay. These are general readings. So I'm covering a lot of different energy. Okay. So if you are interested, of course, in a personal reading, that info will be down in the description box on the way that you can reach out to me. I do not reach out to you. I do not have a WhatsApp. So do not be scammed by anyone, okay? Also, thank you for supporting this space with your likes, shares, your comments, and your subscriptions, of course. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the message here. I do have 4 piles available for you to choose from, okay? But I do want to do something different and start off with an overall message. This message is for all of you watching, regardless of the pile that you are going to choose. I did pre-shuffle this card for the collective for the month of October. Your first message out is to allow the flow of abundance to enter your life, okay? The universe is consistently working in your favor. So the overall theme for everyone here, regardless of the pile that we're going to get into for your message here, is to get out of your own way and to allow at this time. We are officially have moved into the season of fall where it's time to harvest where you have already done the work, okay, where you will see more of that growth, where you will begin to see things come to be in the areas where you have really wanted them to. So right now, the message for everyone here is to just simply allow the universe to do what it does, okay? So with that said, go ahead and pause the video at this time and select the pile or piles that you are energetically drawn to, and let's see what your messages, your intuitive guidance has for the month of October. Pile 1, you're up first, of course. Let's go ahead and get into your message, all right? I am doing this a little differently. I always like to switch it up depending on how I feel, what I feel compelled to do. And at this time, pile 1, you chose pile 1. We're going to get into your first message, your entry message, as you chose the aquamarine bracelet here, okay? Your initial message, okay, is release, all right? You are being asked in the month of October to continue or to begin to release any residual anger and unforgiveness from your mind. Let go of old emotions and attachments so that you can bring new energies into your life, okay? That is the main theme for you. I really love these cards. They're very, they're very accurate. And very full of good messages. So those are some new cards that I have. By the way, all cards that I'm using today are new decks that I have in, except for one, and that's going to be in the money, goals, and finance department, okay? So we're going to start off pile 1 with your main theme or dynamic, and this is of the self, okay? So I am shuffling these cards on on screen, okay? Let's see, spirit guides, angels, what is going on as far as the main theme or dynamic for my pile 1, month of October. The main theme, who is being asked to release residual anger from the past, okay? You got the 7 of coins. The main theme going on with you is definitely looking at the things that you're investing in, okay? Again, I spoke about this being your harvest time. We are officially in fall, okay? So the main theme going on within you. Seven of Pentacles, and this deck of cards does have the words, so I wanted to do that. I like to do that way. My viewers can also, you kind of can learn, tarot along, you know what I'm saying, along the reading as well, okay, to understand what each card represents. The Seven of Pentacles, this particular card says that good things take time. So the main theme with you, the dynamic with you in October is just overall patience for things to ripen, for things to continue to grow, okay? For you to understand that there is going to be a harvest from the energies that you have put forth, okay? These are long-term investments, so a main theme of the self is really looking at what you want for the future, what you want long-term, because what we put our energy towards, Pile 1, is what we will reap fruit from, okay? Whether it's good fruit or not so great fruit, okay? So this is saying the dynamic of self is to continue to persevere, all right, with whatever it is that you're doing when it comes to your long-term investments, the things that may not bear fruit overnight. This is not it happens overnight type of card. This is where we're nurturing things that we want for ourselves. We're investing in ourselves in some type of way. We're investing in a result that we want to eventually come to be. Okay, that is the main theme and dynamic going on with the self. Okay, now also let's take a look. Your next card is going to be what's going on with you in your inner world. What's going on with my Pile 1 in their inner world. Okay, in the month of October. Okay, we've got the King of Wands when it comes to your inner world, okay? The natural born leader, okay? So this is definitely inner world. Your confidence, your self-confidence is raising, okay? These are your supervisors, your bosses. These are the free thinkers. This is success driven. So your inner world is on a path of success, okay? This is very Aryan energy. This is fire energy, okay? This is I don't know why I heard that. I can't say what I heard exactly. Let me paraphrase. This is putting a fire under your tail, okay? Anything that you've procrastinated on, you're gearing up. It's like the it's upping the ante, okay, when it comes inside. Whatever you have a vision for, you're putting action behind, okay? You're coming up with great ideas. This is going on in your inner world. So you could be thinking of creative, savvy ways to do something, okay? Possibly working smarter and not harder. You are definitely becoming more confident in the things that you are able to get done, okay? This is what's going on in your inner world. You're fired up in the month of October towards doing something, and guaranteed it's going to be towards the main theme and dynamic with the self, which is your investments, where you're investing your time. So with this being your inner world, where you're fired up and getting things done with this King of Wands energy, who stands on business, ultimately, we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're putting the action behind the things that we want to see a harvest from at some point, okay? So this is not stepping on the brake at this time. This is all gas right here. This is really putting that energy towards these things this month. That's what's going on in the inner world. Let's see what's going on in your outer world, okay? What's going on in my Pile 1's outer world, okay? Your outer world, all right, is the Three of Cups. These are your connections, your social gatherings, okay? This is coming together with others. These are friendships. These are good times, okay? These are reunions, okay? This could be gossip as well. These are collaborations, all right? This could just be going out and having a drink. As you can see, they're gathering. This is women and men. It doesn't matter what the opposite gender is. You're collaborating and conversating with others, okay? So there is social, you're socially busy in the month of October when it comes to your outer world. These are collaborations, artistic pursuits, okay? These are coming together with like-minded people who are also positive, high energy. So you are surrounding yourself with people who keep you in a positive space, okay? Because again, your inner world is getting things done, is the entrepreneur. This is the free thinker. This is your ideas, putting action behind your ideas. So in your outer world, you could have people coming to you and conversating with you about things that spark your interest as well, coming together with others to some capacity, where it does also feel like a celebration. It feels like a great connection. That's what's going on in your outer world, okay? Let's talk about what's going on when it comes to your connection with others, okay? This could be love for my pile, pile 1. This could be love. This could be just your connections with others. Pile 1, immediately I shuffled and I got the 10 of Swords, okay? So you're finalizing a chapter when it comes to others, okay? This could be an ending for some of you, all right? This could be a breakup. This could be the end of something when it comes to a connection with certain people, whether this is in love. So let's say that this is a relationship. Maybe you you finalize something when it comes to this person. It could be someone that you finally disconnect yourself from, whether, excuse me, whether this is in love, whether this is in friendship. There's something that has reached its peak and its point, and it is being finalized, okay? It's the official breakdown of something, okay? Let's also get, before I move on, when it comes to your connections, well, let me start back here because I want to get this card out as well. When it comes to your inner and outer world, let's see what your message is. Okay. Pile 1, you receive the Rebel. Okay. But notice here, there's this energy, this bolt here of energy. So this group, again, with this King of Wands, it's a lot of basically solar plexus energy. This is your will. This is your strength. This is your willpower to get things done. This card speaks about it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Okay. This is addressing, again, with this 10 of Swords, alleviating what doesn't work for you, whether it's within any of your connections. Let's say you have a certain goal, okay, that you're trying to reach. I have long-term goals that I want to reach, and who I surround myself, Pile 1, you're realizing this month, if it's non-conducive to these goals, this 7 of Pentacles, it has to go. And that's the overall message here. It's saying stand on your own 2 feet. It's time to stand up with the Rebel here. This is what this concoction brings. The inner is saying, I want more. Okay, the overall theme is saying, I want more for myself. I want things that are going to grow. Okay, the inner self, the inner world is saying, I'm ready to put forth that energy. Okay, and in order for me to do that, I do have to have a bit of a rebellious streak. I do have to have a good cutoff game. Okay, I do have to end things that no longer work for me when it comes to connections with others, and anything that I tie myself to is the overall message here for my Pile 1 for the month of October. Okay. Action also tried to pop out. So there's action. This is a staircase because every step counts for you. And it's very important for you to reach this door here, which is reaching the ultimate goal and ascending within yourself, ascending outside, like basically the work that you're doing inside is also going to reflect outside. Okay. Baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. So it doesn't matter. It's also 7 of Pentacles is talking about that patience for you, but also knowing and verifying and confirming that every step that you take towards said goal is going to be profitable for you over time, and to not give up when you don't see, something happen overnight. But this also tells me that because this is harvest time, you are actually going to see results in real time with the actions that you take, because you're also being asked to release. Okay. This is also that, the law of detachment as you do things. This is asking you, sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go, okay? But that's what the Ten of Swords is asking you to do, is to simply let go of the things that don't serve you, and that it's okay, okay? So that's what's going on with that. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Devil with strings attached. You are cutting off the things that have had a grip on you, okay? The things that have kept you stuck, the things that have restricted you from reaching certain goals, things that you have done excessively, where it's non-conducive to this Seven of Pentacles for you. And only you know what your Seven of Pentacles is. This is what's going to bring you joy. This is what's going to make you happy. This is what's going to stabilize and create a firm foundation for your life. And anything that is in the way of that with the Devil, we are overcoming. Anything that you feel attached to that is unhealthy for you, okay? And that's going to come up in many different ways. I split the deck and you have Judgment, needing the call. It's like you are making the call on these things and taking action on these things. If this needs to go, I got to call a spade, okay? And that's what's happening for my pile one in the month of October. Your next category, we're going to get into your money message. This is going to be money, goals, and finance. Okay, let's see what your messages are for the month of October for my pile one when it comes to money, goals, and finance. And then we'll move on to your spirit message. Okay, you do have social status and vacation here. All right, for some of you, this could be, okay, a goal to rise, all right? But also a goal to, I'm looking at this and money's looking good. Social status, you will reach, it does say that you'll reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. But it tells me that we're doing pretty well when it comes to money, all right? The depiction in this says, I'm good, I'm comfortable, I'm content, okay? Vacation means that, is to utilize that time of rest and the time that you don't have to work. So this is work-life balance to me, okay? We're good financially, but we also take the time to recharge, all right? When it comes to our money, we're not overworking for anything, okay? We're working to do what we need to do. All right. You also have public face here. So some of you could be getting recognized in the month of October for something, whether this is promotion, some level of recognition, because we have social status, we have vacation, and we have public face. Okay. It says to follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. But I also look at this because it's giving like peacock like energy to me. So you may be being recognized in, in the area of finance and money. This could be your job, of course, okay? Some of you, this could be putting money towards a vacation as well. With social status here and public face, it's like putting yourself first, putting your goals first, where you want to go, okay? What is it that you want to do? Let's see if there's any other messages when it comes to that for you. Any other money, goal, or finance messages for my pile one? Okay. And while remaining humble, okay, alchemy, all right, you have found the perfect ingredient to be able to transform situations, pile one, okay. Again, I think you're being recognized for that with public face and social status. So someone also could feel like you are the right ingredient to something. Okay, if this is two different people, these are people coming together to work together that create a when I see vacation, to me this is peace, this is serenity. We've created some level of paradise where we are, okay, where we feel safe and we feel relaxed, okay. And it's like easy money, peaceful money, okay, if that makes sense. All right, is what I am seeing there. Let's see what your message is in lieu of like connections to other. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into what spirit is guiding you towards in the month of October. For my pile 1, you have disharmony, triggers, and conflict, okay? But again, you also receive the 10 of Swords. So anything that brings discontent of any kind, that triggers you in the worst way when it comes to who you hang around, because you have the 3 of Cups here, okay? You have to remove, my pile 1, anything that brings you conflict, okay? Anything that creates a level of disharmony when it comes to you. Because for pile 1, especially choosing this aquamarine, someone who's releasing residual anger, you don't want to be releasing anger and then, but also taking in new anger from situations where you feel triggered. Like they must come to an end, okay? This is the end to gossip. This is the end to people who create some level of conflict in your life, okay? Because it creates lack and self-doubt for you, okay? It makes you doubt yourself in many ways, doubt where you are, doubt where you're headed when you're surrounded by people who are kind of like on the more negative side, okay? You're greatly affected by that, and that's what Spirit is trying to get you to understand, okay? Let's see what your Kipper card is when it comes to connections. This flew out. Yeah, courtship, okay? This is telling me that you only need to entertain connections that are like-minded, okay? It could be that you also have someone who's interested in dating you in the month of October if you are single. This could also be, if you're not, this could be more solid connections when it comes to the relationships that you have around you, regardless of whether it's love or friendships. These are people with who have, it's just, to me, it's like 2 of Cups energy. It's like-minded. It's reciprocation, okay? It's the things that we want to be in. It's the people that are truly there to honor us, okay, and respect us, all right, because you have the 4. More solid connections are entering your life. Again, I can't make this up. On the bottom of the deck, you have high honor, okay? You want your relationships and connections to be honorable. You hold them in high honor and they hold you in high honor. In front, excuse me, in front of as well as behind your back, okay? Let's see what your spirit is guiding you towards in the month of October, and this will be your finalized message. What is, okay, yeah, wish fulfillment, basically, okay? Pile 1, you're being guided to wishes fulfilled. It says your heart desire is ready to come true, okay? So your overall message, and it's the number 35, which adds up to a number 8, which is your infinite. It is abundance. It is karma. It's like Spirit is trying to guide you to start receiving what it is that you're due, okay? And sometimes it's delayed because of who's around you, okay? Pile 1. So if you ever wonder, like, what's taking so long? 7 of Pentacles. Patience, my darling. You got some things, possibly people, situations that it's time to snip. Okay, they can't be around for it. The hands are open, but they're also guiding you towards receiving. Okay, with the hands out here, there's so much that they want to give you. There's so many places with the Chariot that they're wanting you to go, that they're wanting to guide you towards, and it's time to get moving on those things with the Chariot here, because it says charge ahead with confidence, stay strong, and focus. There's like, it's time to focus on your desires. It's time to focus on your goals. It's time to get serious about where you're headed, what you want. It's time to put in on those things and stop giving your energy to the disharmony, the conflict, the gossip, the triggers, okay? Let's see what area in your birth chart that this is lighting up for you, my pile 1, and we're going to close. What area is being lit up for my pile 1 collective in their birth chart when it comes to this, or where is it that they need to look? Where is it that they need to look? or activate. I just heard no. What are they needing to activate? Yeah. Your Taurus and Gemini. The Taurus energy is like taking action, okay? And Taurus energy is slow and steady wins the race, okay? Once they fixate their energy on something that they want here with the Seven of Pentacles, where it says good things take time, they move steadily towards that, okay? Because you got the staircase. Every step counts, all right? 1 + 1 = 2. For every step you take, you see what I'm saying? Everything comes into play. And with Gemini, this is what you're learning. You're applying the knowledge that you have. This is communication, all right? This is balance within the self as well. But Taurus next to Gemini also says that it's kind of like, again, that saying where I put my money where my mouth is, okay? If I say that I'm going to do it, I'm working towards it, okay? I also heard like working in silence towards something. Maybe stop sharing information with people who are triggered. Ooh, pile 1. Some people might be triggered by your goals and your dreams and things like that. They're not really here for you, all right? They kind of turn their nose up. So maybe it's best to kind of like at this time, keep those things to yourself. Okay. You're going to have to be a rebel when it comes to this, where you just do. I can show you better than I can tell you type of energy. Okay. To move in silence, be a little bit more tight-lipped about what you have going on. Okay. Because I think that some of the energy that you have may be triggering other people around you, and you're in the energy of releasing, okay? And it might be creating disharmony with others because that's not where they are right now, okay? So pile 1, this is what I have for you. I truly hope this helps. Please come back and see me. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment, okay? And all reading information for personal reads and donation information will be down in the description box. I'll catch you next time. Bye. All right, pile 2, hello. Let's go ahead and get into I'm having some a little bit of throat issues today, like some blockages here, but I'm going to get this message out, pile 2. You chose pile 2. You have the golden flakes within the I forget what this one is called, but there's like golden flakes in there, okay? This is to get you, I know that this crystal is something, its energy is to kind of like motivate you towards your goals and stuff like that. So let's see what your initial message is. All right. It says that your dreams are worth pursuing, pile 2. Don't be afraid to set ambitious goals for yourself and work tirelessly to turn them into reality. So, rightfully so, for those of you who chose rutilated quartz, that's what this is. It just came to me. Okay, so that's what this is if you want to look into that crystal. And it's so funny because it kind of matches with the, dreams and don't be afraid is in gold, which is what rutilated quartz has things of inside of it. Okay, so we're doing things a little differently. I have pile 2 here. We're looking into October. We're looking at the main theme or dynamic of the self. Spirit guide angels, main theme and dynamic of the self for my pile 2 collective. Main theme and dynamic of the self. Okay. Of the self, you have the Emperor, okay? So we're taking charge. We're no longer making excuses, okay? This is the divine masculine energy, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. With you pursuing your goals endlessly, this is getting into your action-oriented only. I'm going to get it done. I'm not making excuses. I am my own authority. I move powerfully. I create stability. I am a leader, okay? This is the overall dynamic and main theme for my pile 2. Pile 2, you're not playing about you anymore, okay? This is, I'm establishing myself, okay? This is also Aryan energy. This is Aries. This is fire energy. This says I am the creator of my own circumstances and existence. This says that I take on full responsibility and accountability as well. This says that I am no longer going to sit back on things that I want for myself when it comes to goals. So that is the main theme and dynamic of the self this month. Let's check out what your inner world is talking about. Your inner world with the Tower, pile 2. In your inner world, there are reckonings happening. Like there's a reckoning on when it comes to your inner world. You are wiping out things, okay? You are destroying certain perspectives within you, okay? There could be a little bit of chaos with going on within you, okay? Or an energy surge, some type of spike happening within you. These are epiphanies happening. This could be happening on a daily basis that gets you really moving, okay? The Tower is coming in. We have to break down old belief systems too. There might be old belief systems, that things that you believed when it comes to your inner world that are now breaking down. Okay. This is the end. This is exposing things. These are revelations. These are things happening suddenly. You could be moving suddenly. You could be, this could be a creative spark all out of nowhere. And you just get up and you just start doing with this Emperor energy. Okay. Let's talk about what's going on in your outer world. What's happening in your outer world in the month of, you got 2 cards. You have 2 of Pentacles and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. Both of these came out. So in your outer world, guess what? I'm moving with, prioritizing myself. Okay. This is, anything also that you overcommitted to that's overwhelming you, you may stop doing those things this month as well, okay? If you were disorganized, you're getting organized, okay? Especially next to the Queen of Pentacles, who's business savvy, who's has impeccable taste. She's a great nurturer. Her finances are in order. She's very detailed, very classy, and moves with the energy of prosperity, creating more always. It's always something growing with this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? So you might be juggling. You might be, you're getting more financially adept, okay? Here as well. You're making quick decisions, this or that. You're really weighing your options this month in your outer world. What stays, what goes, okay? Especially with this Tower. You might feel like, I no longer need this. Boom. And it's done. It's gone. Like the Emperor also tells me with the main dynamic of self being the executive decision maker as well within your life. Like I just believe that pile 2, you're no longer playing. Why? Because it's time to get to your goals. It's time to see the fruits of your labor. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles says that, and does have it. The Queen of Pentacles is really a great provider as well. Okay. This could be, you could be a great wife, a great mother, all of those different things. You provide a level of comfort also for others. Okay. But maybe this could be with the 2 of Coins, all of this balancing act and juggling could be you, with the Tower, alleviating certain bills, things that must go that should not be there. You're getting more organized with your finances. Okay. Certain things can no longer happening. It's a reckoning happening inside your thoughts, ideas, okay, coming out of nowhere, like, okay, okay, where's my money really going? Okay, it could be that. What am I really putting towards my goals? Maybe you're working and now you're juggling. Okay, I want to make sure that I am prioritizing myself. So that's the 2 of Pentacles. I'm juggling several things at once. Okay, because the Emperor energy says that I'm establishing something here. I'm working towards my goals, and that's what's happening. Okay, let's see what's going on when it comes to, what was I about to pull out? Your next thing is going to be your connections to others. What's happening when it comes to your connections with others? Actually, it was these. I wanted to pull a tarot first. What's happening with my pile 2 when it comes to connections to others? Whether this is in love, whether this is friendships, people around you. What's happening within your connections to others, pile 2? In the month of October, okay? You have the Fool, okay? So it did come upside down, okay? Upright, it's taking action, it's taking risks, it's taking the leap, it's having faith, it's spontaneous things. Upside down, we have someone holding back here. We have someone who may have moved recklessly, okay? Someone who may be lacking a little bit, a little faith. It says only fools rush in. Okay, so you could have, in connections to others, you have people. It could be people making impulsive moves on you. Okay, if you're single, you could have people coming towards you and they just seem kind of reckless. Okay, but other than that, I just feel like you have opportunities for new beginnings, for spontaneous connections and things like that. This could be spontaneous conversations and things that make you think, especially with this tower, with the inner world. Maybe you have conversations that's just like, oh, okay, no, like, where you're really learning something, all right? You're staying open. This says, I'm open to the experience, all right? I'm open to the opportunity when it comes to connections with others, okay? So this could be upright for some, or you're putting this upright, but upside down, it says that we have a lack of faith when it comes to the people that we're connected to. Okay, so it could be that, yep, because you have the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there's not enough clarity when it comes to whoever you're connected to, pile two. Shiny object syndrome. It looks good until you get it and it's like, ugh, you know. Everything that glitters isn't gold, and I think you're realizing that as well, my pile two folks. Okay, as soon as you pick it up, the quicker you want to put it back down. Okay, with some of these connections. Also, there's a lack sometimes of focus here. All right, with the Seven of Cups here, there's a lack of focus when it comes to connections with others. So for some of you, you may not know where you stand or where others stand right now when it comes to your connections. So for you, the main focus will just be, you know, getting the work done, following your goals, being ambitious towards that, because connections right now just feel kind of unstable, unclear to you. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out as far as this inner and outer dynamic, okay, with the self. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, there's avoidance and stalemate, okay? And I'm thinking about like these connections. There's avoidance. You could be avoiding someone who you feel like just you're unclear about this month, or people. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Give us some insight. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, you have self-care here. All right. You've avoided your own self-care. Okay. This is you taking time for yourself as well. It's very important to take time for yourself this month. My pile two, especially because you're putting so much energy with this Emperor energy here. You're using a lot of your masculine energy up, reserves up. And so you are going to have to focus on recharging yourself is what I see here as well. It's very important to recharge yourself during the month of October. You work, like there has to be a work-life balance here. Let's see what your other message is concerning tying all this together here so far. And then we're going to get into your money, goal, finance, as well as where Spirit is trying to take you at this time. These came out. Let's see what they say. I'll take them. You have space, okay? So it looks like this is organization as well. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space, okay? Really identifying what you have room for. Do I even have room for that? Okay, this could be organizing your home as well, creating a more serene space for yourself. This is also, you got change. A resistance to change is a resistance to life itself. Okay, so yeah, there's some avoidance here when it comes to just focusing on yourself. And I think you're coming to that realization. It says to open your heart and mind to new beginnings. And again, I think that's what this tower is. It's tying all of this together. So it's asking you to create the space for this newness to come in, even the newness of perspective when it comes to changing certain perspectives within, so that you can make better decisions. You have that here. It says sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Okay. You have connections in your life that bring you a lot of confusion that you don't know what to do with. It says don't make a decision about that during a time of confusion. You're not supposed to. And it also says to speak up. Okay. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. I think that this month, it's best to speak up on those things. Don't hold them in. These tower moments are happening, remember, in your inner world on the things that you've been avoiding, okay? You might have been creating space for something that actually creates upheaval in your life, in your inner world. Okay. So on the outer world, you're working hard, your emperor energy, you're really in your masculine. Okay. But your inner world is coming down. Okay. Because there's been this juggle and balancing act with the Queen of Pentacles, who is the responsible person, who does take care of the home front, but you're dealing in connections that are confusing to you. Okay. That is wishful thinking. Okay. So whatever you're avoiding when it comes to really thinking about yourself and the changes that need to be made, where you can't make solid decisions, you have to speak up. Hey, this is not going to work for me at this time. Oh, wow. I didn't realize I had ink from writing before my reads. But me noticing this too, it's like things leave a mark on you, pile 2. More than what you realize. Okay. That's what I'm getting. For me to notice that I've already done a reading already. I already did pile 1. So for me to notice that on my hand right now, you leave a mark on things and things leave a mark on you. What are you allowing to leave an imprint on you? Okay. Let's get into your money, goals, and finance messages. Spirit guides, angels, for my pile 2 for the month of October. Let's see what your money, goal, or finance message is. Okay. Oops, something flew, y'all. All right. Yeah, mind power. The mindset is changing. Again, you have the 2 of Pentacles next to the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. Making better decisions as well. Getting more organized. Okay. Using your financial intelligence. Okay. Being smart about your money. All right. You could be coming together with another person. These are also like your connections in the workplace. Okay. Maybe you're having good conversations with someone in the workplace. It does say beware, love affairs at work rarely bode well. Okay. Don't lose your mind. It says to lead with your mind when it comes to your money, and maybe not your emotions. Okay. If this is not another person, you're no longer leading with, maybe you're somebody who's an impulsive spender. Okay. You're leading with rationality instead of like you're feeling, oh, I want to go there. Oh, I want to do that. Like maybe you're like, pause. Let me think about this. Let me make some executive decisions. Let me really, take a closer look at this, because the Queen of Pentacles is more business savvy. So maybe we're taking our emotions out of things and becoming more rational, because you got money tree about our money and where it's going. Okay. So maybe no more of the impulsiveness of things, because you want to see your money build. Okay. And that's what's going on in money, when it comes to money, goals, and finance. Let's see if you have any other messages here. Okay. Money, goals, and finances for my pile 2. Okay. Yeah. The perfect fit. Okay. Money tree. This is talking about finding the right thing. Okay. Where you're meant to be, how something fits. This is literally a Rubik's Cube. Okay. Matching things up. Does this make sense for this? Does this make sense for that? We're really becoming more logical. Okay. I just heard spendthrift. All right. You have the Emperor again on the bottom of the deck. Getting a level of control. This is self-control. This is discipline, okay, as well. When it comes to money, finance, goals, this is all of it, okay? Let's see what Spirit is trying to lead you towards, trying to guide you towards for the month of October. What is Spirit leading pile 2, guiding pile 2 towards? What is the ultimate goal here? That tried to flip over. Yeah, they're trying to lead you to greater love, okay? But this is also greater love of self. They're trying to lead you towards acceptance, okay? And that just means of what does and doesn't work. Lead you to a level of acceptance, okay? And change. That's where Spirit is trying to guide you, is to greater love, acceptance of what is, and the changes that need to happen. Let me get your last message as far as what Spirit is guiding you towards, the ultimate goal, the month of October for my pile 2. Okay. A life you can love and accept as well. Okay. You have the cracker here, like firecracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. Yes, I'm telling you. And it's the number 7, which is introspection. Okay. But what I get is what I said. Spirit is leading you. The universe is leading you to greater love, a life you can love, a life that you're happy with. Okay. Especially with the Phoenix at the bottom of the deck. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Okay. After things not going right. It's like, accept what is so that the proper changes can be made. Okay. Let's see what part of your chart is being lit up for my pile 2. Oh, well, that flew already. Give me a second. You got Jupiter in Aries, okay? Jupiter is also where we're gifted at, okay? Where you will find the luck, the resource. Wherever Jupiter is where it expands. You have a lot of Aries energy here with the Emperor. This says that you have everything you need, okay, to get something done, to take action on things. And that's where you will see things begin to expand in your life moving forward, at least in the month of October, okay? You're being guided to a life that you can actually love and enjoy and not be left in confusion about and wishful thinking about. It's something that you can have, but you must accept what is before you can do that. Okay, so pile 2, this is what I have for you for the month of October. I truly do hope this helps. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And all personal reading information and donation information is going to be down in the description box. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Alrighty, pile 3, welcome. I'm here to do your October intuitive guidance. You picked the purple jade, this beautiful lavender purple jade. Okay, let me get a little bit of light up in here. Open the blinds a little bit. Okay, let's read your initial message coming out. I am doing things a little bit different. When I feel compelled to, I switch it up. Okay, because clearly it's something that is needed, at least at this time. Okay, so for October, your first message with this purple jade collective is success. Okay, is not a destination but a journey. Enjoy the process and appreciate the lessons along the way, okay? So it's saying, like, this is go with the flow. Learn as you go. Allow things to unfold. If you missed the message at the beginning of the video, the entire collective pile 3 got this message. It says, allow the flow of abundance to enter your life. The universe is consistently working in your favor. Okay, if you missed that initial message, and that was a message that was for everybody. Okay, there's a lot of things going on with my throat today. Okay, so excuse me. First off, we're going to look at the main theme and dynamic of the self when it comes to my pile 3 collective. Angel Spirit guides, the dynamics and things with the self. We had something flip over. We have the Five of Wands for you when it comes to dynamics and things with the self, okay? There could be a lot of competition for you around you. You could be competing for something, okay? These are personality clashes. These are it's possible debates, arguments, misunderstandings going on for you in the month of October, okay, that are happening around you, okay, feeling like you're competing for something, okay. Could be what's going on around you, or this could be people like literally in competition with you, okay. The main themes and dynamics with self, okay. Or this could be, again, debates, arguing with others, okay? Displaying your talents, like, again, competing for something, all right? People that ruffle your feathers as well, or you feel like your feathers are ruffled. You could feel offended by something this month, all right? But with the self, these are themes and dynamics with the self. A lot of this stuff could be happening. If it's not happening outside of you, it could be happening internally. But we are about to pick out what's going on with your inner world, okay? You have the Three of Cups that came out, okay? So the inner world is wanting to enjoy social gatherings and really genuine friendships, pile 3 for you. Good times, collaborations, things that agree with you, okay? So that's what's going on in the inner world, and maybe that's what's clashing. You're realizing as far as what's going on with the self, maybe you're not in agreement with some of the individuals around you, okay? But in your inner world, I believe, wants that, okay? It wants to collaborate and come together with like-minded people, but your dynamic for the month, main dynamic, is like misunderstandings, okay? It could be that you really want to get along with others going on in your inner world, but there's a lot of opposition when it comes to the main theme and dynamic. Let's see what's going on with the outer world. Outer world for the month of October for my pile 3 collective. What's going on in the outer world? Okay. Yeah, 10 of Wands, heavy load, over it, okay. Overwhelmed, okay. Responsibilities, on the brink of giving, like, look, I'm done, I'm overloaded. Okay, outer world, you're over a lot of things. You're overwhelmed, or you've crossed your limitations probably with certain individuals or certain things that are going on around you. Okay, pile 3 says, look, I'm over this. Okay, you could feel like you're working hard. Okay, this is overtime as well. Outer world. Feeling bogged down with responsibility, okay, is what I'm seeing as well. Let's see what's going on with your connections when it comes to others. This could be in love. This could be in friendships, okay. You have the vernal equinox card, dark to light, timing over the next few days. We have act now, fresh start, awakening in spring. So there's something that is springing forth when it comes to your connections to others. Okay, these could be new connections awakening as well. Let me see what other card comes out when it comes to your connections to others. Okay, you also have autumn here. All right, so these connections are definitely coming. The timing is happening like now, between now and just kind of covering fall. We are now in fall. Okay, what else is going on when it comes to your connections to others? I think something flipped over, and it did. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Okay, laying a foundation. Okay, so there's something new when it comes to your connections. That is, it's like the efforts are there. Okay. It said these are great prospects for you. Maybe there's goal setting. Maybe there's like promises being made. It's like this is steady movement towards something. This is staying consistent, okay? This is a fresh start that's consistent or showing, great possibility, great potential, okay, is happening here when it comes to a connection to someone else or to others, okay? There could be all kind of other things going on around you that you're opposed to, maybe that you're on the brink of collapse with, like, I'm tired of this is too overwhelming, I'm done with that. But on the inside, you do want great connections. You do, with this Queen of Cups, want to feel like in your feminine, to be in the flow, okay, to be in the energy of love. But that may not be happening all around you. This is kind of like, this is what I want, this is what I'm tired of kind of energy here. Okay. Let's see what this has to tell us for as far as to clarify what's going on in this inner and outer world. Inner and outer world. Spirit guides, angels for my pile 3. Okay, this flew. Yeah, priorities. Okay, makes sense. It makes sense. You're prioritizing yourself, okay? It says the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life that you want, okay? So, and I see the ball being kicked, like you look here, if I'm overwhelmed by it, if I feel overloaded, if I feel like this is just, okay, this is old, this is getting tiring, I'm reprioritizing myself. This could also be a schedule change, okay? This could be like, you know, setting your life up the way you want it, making plans, because you have the Page of Pentacles. That is a planner, okay? That is laying the blueprint. That is making a plan for something in the future, all right? You also have, decision here. I think pile 2 got this card as well. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Okay. If it's not solid, if it's not scheduled, if it's not solid, then you can't make a clear decision on it. And that's what's going on here. You are getting your priorities straight so that you can make clear, defined decisions. This is a balance of everything. Okay. This could be workflow life as well. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, like you literally have days where you can't do certain things because of XYZ. You might be planning something around your work schedule, okay? So I'm not available these days, but I am available this day. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. You also got change as well, okay? It says a resistance to change is a resistance to life itself. Open your heart and mind to new beginnings, okay? So you could be doing that, especially with this, it's time to act now, fresh start, awakening. I think you're opening yourself up to this newness that's coming in, all right? Because maybe that newness is prioritizing you and making time for you, okay? Whether these are friends, whether this is new love, whatever the case may be, there's something that you're done doing, okay? That it's done. You've reached the maximum you can go with it, especially with all these personality clashes. You're over it, okay? This pile could be over certain people, okay, is what I'm seeing there as well. So that's what's going on in your main self, as far as your main theme and dynamic, your inner world, your outer world, and your connection to others for the month. Let's get into your money, goal, and finance messages for the month of October, pile 2. Month of October. Let's see what your money and financing or goal messages. You're prioritizing also. Who's prioritizing you? Okay. Okay, let's see what that message is. I had a car fly. Give me 1 second. Oh, surprise. Okay. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. You could be receiving something here. All right. Yeah, you have direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. Okay. This could be, since this is falling into money and finance, you could literally be gifting yourself something. Okay. Because you have a new beginning. All right. There's a surprise. This is like blowing out the candles. This is making a wish about something that you want. Okay. You wish for something to be a certain way that provides a new beginning when it comes to a new chapter. So you're entering a new chapter when it comes to money, goals, and finances. So maybe you're deciding because of this energy of newness and turning the page when it comes to your goals, your finance, and your money, okay? And you are being directed to do so because you have guardian angel here. So you feel compelled, or at least a little push to do something different when it comes to setting goals, when it comes to how you handle your money, okay? So there is a new chapter entering when it comes to that. All right. Yep. Gambling here. Okay. Instead, there it says don't risk too much. Okay. Some of you could even win something in the month of October. Okay. Maybe a win, a big win, a small win, whatever the case may be. But it's saying also don't put all your coins, your eggs in one basket either. That's what I'm seeing here. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. All right. But also read the fine print on anything, okay, that you invest in or put your money towards. Okay, pile 3 I'm on. All right, because you have the open book here, the new beginning, but also the risk, okay? You do have many choices, so some of you could also be looking at different ways to make money. Because it says, look at all your options. Maybe if you're investing in something, maybe to check prices, ratings, things like that. Okay. If you're looking where you're going to put your money, where you're going to invest in, or if this is something that you need, you're being asked to kind of shop around. If this is you, like let's say that you're getting a new job opportunity coming in here with surprise, and this is a complete direction change because you have the new beginning here, to look into all of the dynamics here, because there is a sense of risk there. Okay. Look at your options. This could be also weighing the pros and cons when it comes to something, because you don't want to make the wrong decision on the bottom of the deck. So however this unfolds for you, whether this has to do with money, a job, or a purchase, okay, you're being asked to look into something because you have the book, so that you're not surprised about what the risks are, what the pros and cons are, so that you don't later feel like you made a reckless or wrong decision. Pile 3, okay? Get some foresight about whatever this is. Look ahead, look into, investigate, okay? Whatever this is, however that comes about for you. We're going to move into what Spirit is guiding you towards in the month of October for you. Let's see what Spirit is guiding you towards for the month of October for my pile 3 collective. Hold on one second. I had a card fly. Let's see what you got. Okay. Yeah. The Sun, total happiness, but also good health, vitality. It's asking you to open your heart to the enormous growth ahead that is destined for you. Okay. But this is about your happiness, your success, your strength, your willpower as well. This is giving solar plexus energy, the things that you feel ambitious about. Okay. The things that really light you up and give you that spark within. That's what they're guiding you towards. True fulfillment, even within the self and the dynamics that you are establishing for yourself. Okay. All right. What else is Spirit guiding you towards? Transformation. You're literally breaking the chains here that you have with this 10 of Wands that you've been tied to, that have overwhelmed you, that you're really done and ready to let go of. It says to reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person that you want to be. This is what Spirit is guiding you towards, your ultimate fulfillment of self, to break the chains that you have felt tied down by, to make better decisions when it comes to where you work, where you invest, the goals, the goals that you set for yourself, bottom of the deck, and to beware. Okay. Be careful with who you trust at this time. Be careful where you put your energy. Be careful where you place yourself. But also to stop hiding yourself. Okay. And within environments that don't fit for you, that give you that 10 of Wands energy as well, is what I'm also seeing. Where else is Spirit trying to guide you at this time? Give me one second. Oh my gosh, so many cards want to come out. Okay, where is my pile 3 being guided at this time? Yeah, dreams. Okay, to the life of your dreams. Okay, And I'm seeing that. But you have to break the chains of the past. You have to break the chains of the doubt. Yeah. It's leading into a life of the unknown. Okay. You have a lot of star energy here and intuition, to be able to follow your inner knowing, even in the dark. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. Learning to trust yourself when you can't really see what's going on, because this is dream well. This is the unknown. This is where there's not a lot of light shine. The only light you have is the light of your own intuition. Okay, knowing that you're being guided even when you can't really see anything. You're still having growth. That every step counts. Okay. It also could be at this time that you're being shown different things in your dreams, okay? That you will have to kind of intuit those things yourself, all right? When it comes to decision making, when it comes to the risk that you're taking, and not being afraid of new prospects when it comes to anything, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. Let's see what is being lit up in your chart. Let's see what energy is being lit up in your chart, my Pile 3 collective, and I'm going to end this here. Let's see what's being lit up in your chart. Birth chart, that is, okay? Yeah, wherever your Aquarius placements are, if you have any, okay, is being lit up. This is what's being activated. So anywhere you have Aquarius, but Aquarius is also they're the innovator, okay? So what you're being directed to do is to become an innovator, because that's where you're shining right now. Innovation, okay? Innovation, preparation, where you're now pouring yourself into is going to be very important here with this Aquarius energy. All right. These are new dynamics coming in. This is not doing things the way that you used to do them either. Okay, is what I'm seeing. So that is what I have for you for the month of October. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, personal reads and donation information is going to be down in the description box. I really do hope this helps. Thank you for your support ahead of time. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Alrighty, pile four, welcome, welcome. I am here to do your October intuitive messages, of course. We're going to go ahead and get right into that. I am kind of reading things a little bit different here. When I feel compelled to do something a certain way, it is for a reason. We have entered a new season as well. So if you're here, you picked the jade here, the jade crystal, the jade bracelet, okay? And your initial entry message is going to be: walk away from unhealthy and toxic relationships when you know that they do not positively serve your highest good. Okay. That is your entry message. Let's see. We're going to be looking at the energy, the dynamic, your main theme of the self for the month of October. We are then looking into your inner world. Okay. What's going on inside for my pile 4. We'll then be looking at your outer world. What's going on around you, okay, in your environment, okay. Then we're going to look at the connections to others. This could be in love. This could be friendships. What's going on with your connections when it comes to others? And then we will look at your money goal and finance message. And then your finalized messages will be what spirit is guiding you towards. The ultimate goal here, the destination, the destiny, for at least the month of October. Okay. And then also I like to pull the card, of like what is being lit for you when it comes to your birth chart. Like it could be a placement, it could be a planet. And then, based on that placement, I will kind of give you a briefing on that. Okay. So let's first look into my pile 4's, main theme dynamic of the self for the month of October, who is being asked to walk away from things that are unhealthy when it comes to connections that don't serve your highest good. Let's see what's going on. Main theme dynamic. We had something turn over. Let me get to it. Okay. 5 of Wands energy. The last, it's another card that flipped over here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to locate it. The last pile also got the 5 of Wands, okay? 5 of Wands, King of Wands. There could be some oh, wow. Okay, I see what happened here. By the way, last pile 3 got 5 of Wands upright. Pile 4 got 5 of Wands reversed. So whatever it is, there's harmony. There, like whatever. So maybe in the past months, or, you know, this past energy, there's been upheaval, there's been competition, there's been chaos, there's been debates, there's been issues. Reverse, we're saying these issues have been resolved. We found common ground. Whether we like what's going on or not, we found a common ground as far as whatever you were up in arms about before. And with the King of Wands next to it, I'm thinking that we found common ground and solutions with someone who is within a leadership, okay? This also gives me that you may have had to be the bigger person when it came to something, pile 4, okay? Because you're the visionary, all right? Maybe you created a solution that is working. That's what's going on within the self. But you've restored a level of harmony either within yourself, okay, as the main dynamic, or because this is the main theme and dynamic for the month with the self, you are a creator of solutions. And that's because you're a visionary, okay, this month. Let's talk about what's going on with your inner world from my pile 4 collective, who has found ways for common ground, okay? Inner world, Ace of Wands. You're very passionate about whatever you're doing right now. You're feeling very passionate. You're feeling very go-getter. You're feeling very engaged with whatever it is that you're doing, okay? You're sparking change. You're going for it. If you say you want it, you're going for it. So your inner world is fired up, okay? For newness, for creativity, for being the starter of something, okay? This is especially next to the King of Wands energy, who is the leader. Next to the Ace of Wands is the passionate starter, the match that lights everything else up. Yeah, the self-starter, okay? This is the energy of just somebody who wants things to go smoothly, somebody who wants the best for themselves. This is somebody who is being the bigger person, the visionary, the igniter, okay? The one that brings in change, you know, with the stroke of your action, with the stroke of your pen, whatever the case is, it's like you're feeling very lively inside, okay? Let's see what's going on when it comes to your outer world. Outer world, okay? For my pile 4, what flipped over? You have the Moon and the Ace of Swords. This is giving intuitive energy. This could be the things that you're uncertain about. It could be some truths coming where something we were uncertain about, we're seeing clearly now with the epiphany and becoming decisive, okay? Once you get clarity about something, whatever is, put it this way, because I'm seeing it all here, the theme here. Whatever you're unclear about, once you're clear about it, you are very decisive at that point, okay? Once you know the truth about something, you act, okay? These are ideas about where there was uncertainty as well, okay? This could also be intuitive nudges, intuitive feeling compelled. Like I said, you know, I felt compelled to set this up a certain way this time. You feel compelled intuitively, okay, to do something, all right? This is the subconscious becoming conscious in certain things, or where you feel like a level of, I don't know, okay? This is what we don't know becoming clear, all right? Oh, that's what the issue is. Something you were unclear about becomes suddenly clear. You're also communicating very clearly, okay, when it comes to your outer world, okay? You are compelled only by the truth, okay? You see the truth of something. You have a clear vision of something and you act on it. Okay, you create solutions at the moment of clarity, if that makes sense. Let's see what's going on when it comes to your connections to others in the month of October. This could be in love. This could be in friendships. This is just your connections to others. You do have the Page of Cups. So there could be a lot of offers towards you when it comes to people who are interested or whatever the case is in you. Another thing is that you're just in a very like receptive energy this month when it comes to connections to others. These are messages going back and forth. These are new romances being sparked. These are love offers. Like I said, these are people who could be interested in you in that way because you are really shining as far as coming off very attractive, very confident, very peaceful, like solutions based, non-combative. Okay. Speaking your truth. Getting clarity about what you're uncertain about. Maybe you're asking very direct questions as well. The Ace of Swords doesn't play. Let's cut the crap and get to it. Okay. This is also keeping people honest as well. But yes, when it comes to your connections to others, there's definitely some newness coming in. Okay. You do have Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You have good things taking time. So you have good prospects coming in that you're viewing them, you know, they can be viewed as someone who is worth the investment long-term, like long-term prospects, put it that way. Okay. Anything else when it comes to your connections to others, pile 4? Who is walking away from unhealthy relationships. You have the waxing moon here, so making progress. So whatever these connections are, they're making progress, they're gaining strength, and they're increasing in the momentum. Okay. The waxing moon says timing could be 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. So we'll take that. So you could be meeting someone new or further getting to know someone over the course of the next couple of weeks. Okay. Within the first couple of weeks of October, anytime in October. Okay. This is something's gaining strength when it comes to connections that are with the I wanted to say Ace of Cups. Okay. With the Page of Cups, this is someone that we're speaking to in a loving way. Okay. That's gaining strength or, you know, progressing over the next couple of weeks. Okay. And this is after we've walked away from unhealthy things. Okay. We're no longer fighting with someone. We're no longer arguing about someone. We're taking initiative. We're making decisions. We're getting things done now. We're passionate about something else. We're bringing clarity where there was uncertainty, misconception, delusion, illusion, and, whatever's coming in new, we're doing things, differently. Okay. All right. Is what I see there. Let's see. I hear a car alarm, so maybe that is confirmation. Let's see how this all ties together with the self, inner, outer, and connections. Let's see what the message is when it comes to that. Let's tie this together. And then we're going to move into your money, finance stuff, okay? Yeah, it has release, okay? Because remember, you were walking away, all right? Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. And the best thing you're doing is just releasing what just isn't for you. You have invitation here, and that explains this Page of Cups here. Yeah, calm, love, kindness, beauty, joy, hope, fun, adventure. And this is conversation, okay? So this is going back and forth, but we're also inviting. So we're releasing what doesn't serve us, but we are definitely receiving invitation for newness as well, okay? It does say the words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. And that's what that says here with the Ace of Swords as well. As we're releasing these old versions, these old things that no longer work for us, we also need to speak clearly. We don't need to leave any uncertainty with the words that we speak. If you're not interested, say you're not interested. Okay. This is speaking up. This is so that there can be no misconception about what I said. Okay. That's what's happening as well. Let's get another card to tie all this in right here. Yeah, growth. There's growth in this area, okay? You're having growth this month. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? So it may be uncomfortable to tell somebody something, okay? The truth with Ace of Swords, so that there's no confusion. It may be uncomfortable, but it's something that must be done because you don't want what you had in the past, okay? Uncertainty creates, it sets the tone. So you're setting the tone, pile 4, this month, for something new to happen, okay? Let's get into your money messages, your goals, finance, any money goal and finance messages for my pile 4 for the month of October, who is their own solution in the month of October. They are becoming their own solution. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're standing in your power. Focus your needs, okay? Focus your energy where you want to see change and growth. When it comes to your money goals, okay? Put your yes and spiritual power behind it, okay? This is what I want. Center yourself for it, okay? Gain some control over the self. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to get it. We're balanced, okay? Inwardly and outwardly, okay? This is also being disciplined, all right? This is mind over matter. This is staying centered on something that we want. We say that this is what I want, and I'm going to stand on that, okay? To meet financial goals, to meet whatever the goal is, okay? Understanding what it takes to get to that sweet spot, okay? All right. But it starts within yourself is what's being said here. You want to meet a goal, it first has to happen inwardly first, okay? If you want better finances, okay, I need to, again, I told another pile about impulsive spending and things like that, and to refrain and to have a level of discipline and to center yourself to get what you want, okay? It says to focus your needs, focus on the inner self, and there will be sweet success because the outer will start to reflect what's going on inside, okay? Anything else? Oh, your other message, yes, is exhausted, okay? Also, it's like the burnout, okay? So some of you need to be getting rest as well. Maybe you're exhausting yourself trying to get to this goal, and that's okay, but you have to figure out what's really worth your energy, okay? Some of you are working to move up when it comes to something, but also because you have this growth here, you are having growth, and maybe there is a level of exhaustion and that you need to center yourself when it comes to things. You can't do too much of one thing and not the other. You can't just work and get no rest, pile 4. Okay, because there is a burnout on a lot of things, but it does tell me that when you find the balance on whatever it is that you're doing, okay, when it comes to your money goals and finances, there is assured leveling up in those areas, okay? When it comes to that, it does bring in new opportunities for you. There might be a level of exhaustion, but the sweet taste of success is definitely here. There's an opportunity for your money to increase as well with moving up in the money tree coming in. It's also making sure that you see your money. I have an ant that just entered. I don't know where that ant came from, honey. Okay, from my pile 4. You have an ant that just entered the chat. Literally. Okay. But I take that as a possible message for you as well. Okay. Is to work diligently towards where you're going. Don't allow anything to throw you off course, okay? And the only way for that to happen is to be very centered within yourself, very sure about where you're trying to go first, okay? Otherwise, you'll just be moving. And like Denzel Washington said, do not confuse movement for progress, okay? Center your energy, focus that energy in a certain direction so that you don't exhaust yourself and that you actually start to see results where you're putting that energy into. Okay. Now, let's look into see what it is that where spirit is trying. What is spirit guiding you towards? What's the ultimate goal? What is spirit guiding you towards? My pile 4. Where are you being guided? Okay. Where is my pile 4 being guided? Okay, you had a card flip over. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah, a birth. Okay. You literally got the number 4. Okay. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Okay. So they're wanting to birth something new when it comes with, when it comes to you. Okay. Literally the number 4, solid plans, solid goals. Okay. That you finally get this sweet success from wherever you've given your energy, from whatever you've been working on, from wherever you're placed. Okay, that you are seeing a level of ascension in that area. Okay, what is spirit guiding you towards? Give me 1 second. A card flew. The dragonfly, the 8. The 4 becomes the 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Having confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Okay, you have this as that they don't want you to separate the two. Also, pile 4. To just be in the material world is not enough. You do need to merge the two. Okay. And are the things that you're doing spiritually aligned with you? Do they feel good? Okay. Because you have the lion, the number 16, 4, 8, 16. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. They also want you to have courage. They also want you to be confident in whatever it is that you're doing. Where is spirit trying to guide pile 4 towards? What is spirit trying to guide my pile 4 collective towards? Okay. Away from shame, away from things that you're not happy about, away from things that you don't feel good about. Okay. That's what they're trying to, anger. They're leading you towards not feeling shame for feeling certain type of ways because you have this 5 of Wands, but it's upside down. I hope you're not keeping the peace in situations that actually need to go. Okay. What is spirit guiding my pile 4 towards? Not being shamed about things that you just aren't happy about. Okay. What else? Yeah. Inner awareness. They're guiding you towards a greater inner self here, okay? Your inner self is definitely affecting what's going on outside of you, okay? You can't be at war within yourself. Trying to maintain the peace outside of yourself is causing upheaval within, and then it affects everything else, okay? Yeah. Bottled up, overwhelmed. Pile 4. You're being asked to be honest too about the things that you hide, your feelings. Okay. Speak up, speak clearly. Okay. Because there's a fire being lit inside of you with the Ace of Wands. Passion bottled up. Okay. From always keeping the peace. And you can find ways to get some cooperation and understanding without lighting up like a torch. Okay. But you don't need to feel shamed for not agreeing with something or being upset about something. Like it's almost like, your feelings matter too. This is creating a fear of abundance as well. This is keeping you from the level of abundance that you actually would like to have, if that makes sense. Okay, this needs to be healed, pile 4, and that's what they're guiding you towards. Let's see what is being lit up in your birth chart. What placement is being lit for my pile 4? Is being activated for my pile 4. Give me 1 second. Yeah, your water placements, okay? Wherever your water is, that's Scorpio, that's Pisces, and Who am I missing? And Cancer placements. Okay. Being okay to basically like more nurturing energies as well. Being more compassionate towards yourself, being more nurturing towards yourself. Okay, if you know your birth time and your birth information, look and see where your water placements are, okay? Because that's what's being activated for you. That's also intuition. Water has to do with intuitiveness. We are made up of more water than anything, so it's definitely what's going on the inner plane, okay? To me, the water is also maternal, so this could be healing mother wounds, things like that, and fire. So wherever you have water and fire placements, okay, water also puts out fire, okay? And it's saying like there is some emotional body healing. There's some emotional healing going on, and there's also some healing going on when it comes to what you're shamed about what ignites you, okay? There's a fire being lit where, you know, it was like burnout. Like it as soon as it gets started, it's burnt out, if that makes sense, okay? But if we release some of these things from our emotional body, we will see how big this fire is within us. This leader is trying to be birthed within you, and you're holding it back because you feel like, maybe you feel like you're too much, pile 4, and we're saying, you know, you're not, okay? The Neptune is where illusions can be in delusion as well, all right? But there is a level of bottled up energy that has gotten to it's overwhelmed. It needs to be emptied, okay? So my pile 4 collective, this is what I have for you for the month of October. I truly do hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All personal read information and donations, information and support is going to be down in the description box. Nothing expected, but of course, extremely grateful for it. Okay, I will catch you next time. I truly hope this helps. Bye.